Yeah, I think that's one thing that's almost overlooked with Nyx Assassin nowadays is that new break effect that he has now with the Vendetta. But it's not, it's not a Viper break. It's not even a Silver Edge break. It's obviously a heavier cooldown, and the fact that you have to attack them coming out of Vendetta to even imply it in the first place. So, um, point is, it's not like a crazy counter to heroes like Bristleback, but it still is a nice tool to have.
Yeah, I mean, considering that you have to buy a like 4,200 item of it, just having it for free, essentially for free, is pretty nice.
Yeah. Pavaga, their fourth pick. Offlane, maybe. No.
Shadow Fiend.
Oh. Not many people are running this hero other than Gambit.
Yeah, I'm happy to see SF come back into the meta. It's always an entertaining hero to watch, and it fits into that style of mid play where you want to shove the wave, jungle the side camp, shove the wave, jungle the side camp, and you don't really care who you're matched up against. Could be a Razor, could be a Viper. You don't care because you're never in the lane.
I guess, but they have a lot of ways to just get on top of him quickly. Pango, Nyx Assassin. Yeah, he's not as concerned about a Razor as you're talking about, but dangerous pick for that reason. No, I wonder if he's going to go that whole Guardian's Grief build. Or not. Because you have a Lifestealer partner, it's not like you're going to be looking to group up and fight early on, so maybe not. Although Purging Silence would be nice with Pango.
Yeah, I am curious whether he goes for like the magic build, or does he go for the early BKB, or does he just go like hybrid, go for Hurricane Pike to deal with Razor? I'm curious to see how the Shadow Fiend does get built.
Well, Pavaga still needs their final hero. Offlane, of course. And I never see a hero like a Brewmaster available to this point. I always think he's a good option. Brings a little more crowd control to your game and ultimate dependent, sure, but still.
Yeah, on the other side, Nemiga, they definitely need a hard carry or some sort of late game insurance policy, because right now they struggle hitting towers and they struggle ending the game and doing Roche. So they have quite a few holes to fill in their draft with this last pick.
And they won't have much time to do it. They only have 5 seconds of reserve, so they're going to need to respond quickly. Okay. No Beastmaster. Spare your lockdown. Despite Carapace is going to be pretty good value this game throughout, though, Nyx Assassin, especially if you go that Radiance on Lifestealer that you're so used to seeing.
Yep, pretty good against Elder Titan, Winter Wyvern as well.
Nyx does feel pretty good here across the board. Final pick, though. Anti-Mage looks kind of... not with the biggest target, though. Ember Spirit. So another kind of slippery
How does Nemiga
hero.
hit towers?
You think
I guess the Razor just goes Ags, like, otherwise...
True. Yeah, tower hitting is an issue for Nemiga. That did not help with that there. With the Ember Spirit. So that'd be a concern.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Ember Spirit. I guess it is against the SF mid, so Flame Guard pretty good against that. And obviously melee against SF in level 1 is always a good matchup. And there isn't a whole lot of roaming potential, so Ember can play pretty aggressive in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like the Anti-Mage for that reason. He's not that crazy susceptible to as far as lockdown, so Ember Spirit's a similar theme, but again, building hitting, not necessarily going to be something that Nemiga's good at, but we'll have to eventually go about. Killing heroes beforehand always makes it easier.
Yeah, it's either that or you go Ags on Razor. I think Nemiga is going to do quite a bit of lane swapping here. They're going to try and keep this Razor against the Lifestealer. let the Pango play up against the Beast. Those are obviously much better matchups than the other way around. The Boar Slow making Razor's ability to chase down Beastmaster and steal damage pretty terrible.
Yeah. No, that's not fun for him. Yeah, so the likelihood of that aggressive trailing could be coming. Let's take a look at the odds here in a second. I'm sure they'll pop up, but I got to assume Pavaga is the favorite team going into this.
Yeah.
Goes back to their
just
players.
Generally a higher tier team, right? So
yeah, I would assume so. And in the draft, it's not not a perfect draft, but I would personally lean towards it slightly as well.
Pavaga, yeah, they have a few more play options. They've got the Beast who can split push. They have the Shadow Fiend who can push as well. They have good late game and they have good early game and team fight and Roche potential. So they have most of their bases covered in this one. Plus the Wyvern save is going to be kind of that wild card, giving Lifestealer a chance to get his rage off or get an infest off as well.
Yeah. Both Shadow Fiend and Ember Spirit are heroes that item builds can vary quite a bit. We did see there was an Ember Spirit recently that actually went a little old school with the whole Battle Fury and Daedalus, etc.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't think we'll see that here, but it's always a possibility. More magic focused, though, it'd be more of the usual as of late. Yules, etc.
Yeah, probably just heavy utility, because going heavy magic is not the greatest against the Lifestealer and BKB Buyer and Shadow Fiend. Probably just kind of that standard, like, Maelstrom, Yules, kind of Lincoln Sphere, probably pretty good this game as well.
Leaving the bounty runes to be. Chosen one, he'll actually pick up both of the bottom ones. Here on Pango, and again, he's playing that off-lane Pango. Right now, it's, I guess, Lifestealer is heading down here. The Pavaga is kind of expected. They're waiting to see how the lanes are shaping up. And Razor is at top, so Lifestealer making sure to avoid that at all costs. Not like it's necessarily a free lane down here, but it is better. So that mid matchup ends up being the Ember versus Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend already getting a couple of CS in, so adding up the souls to start. Feeling good about that. There goes the pull.
Yep, and with these early souls, the Ember Spirit's ability to deny Shadow Fiend decreases drastically, which means that SF is going to be able to heavily pressure him now, since Ember has pretty low ability to harass back.
Cheshire Cat, he's just manning up against Bane. Bane, of course, a great support at manning up himself, but you throw that boar in. Beastmaster can feel pretty comfortable about doing so. However, with Razor joining in, barely hits him there, but still not enough of a chase. He just, that's slow kicking in, however.
Gonna have to eat a salve, drink a salve, whatever.
Eat a salve, drink a tree.
Consume the salve. It's a nice neutral.
It's a
neutral
safe
verb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safe way to go about it. And Beastmaster's damage going to be drained. This will mean more CS for Zitrax, who's already off to a fantastic start, of course. At 10-4. Looking healthy on that CS chart. So, Radiance, does he still go Radiance even though he's up against an Nyx Assassin? Is it just too good?
Rune of double damage.
I don't know.
It is annoying.
I feel like still going for the Midas is probably the play, but then I kind of like the idea of like SNY Desolate or something like that. The Radiance Burn really not providing as much as you might like otherwise.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, Radiance Burn, yeah, doesn't do a lot in this game.
At the same time, he is going to get kited pretty heavily, so he might to go in on that just so he can deal damage even if he's stuck in like a Bane Sleep or a Fiend's Grip or something like that.
Oh. We unfortunately missed that just off camera right there, but I saw him softening him up earlier with a couple of raises. He must have just landed another one right there to finish the job. On to Ember Spirit. So good catch, and Pikachu playing the Shadow Fiend. He is dominating the middle lane now, especially with that kill. Looking very healthy in the CS.
Ember's riding the struggle bus right now. SF has a huge base damage, or a huge damage advantage at this point.
Top lane, sleep is up. There's the drain setup. That is pretty good synergy. But lol. He'll just walk it off. Pops a salve himself. Good to go. Okay, we're gonna catch it here. It looks like. Yeah, there's a. He landed triple raise. That's what that was.
Yep.
Connected all three.
That Flame Guard. Still pretty weak at level 2.
And again, with the enhanced damage of multiple raises, it's not often you see that triple raise landed. Especially in this mid matchup, but again, well played Pikachu.
Yep.
Oh man, this isn't another kill, is it now? But Ember Spirit having to play so defensive at this point. You do see he gets his level 3 raise. Spot him. Yeah. Nyx Assassin more pulling.
Yeah, it's about all he can do. This lane is very weak. Pango, Nyx Assassin, neither one of them is that strong of a laner, and Lifestealer is one of the strongest laners in the game right now. Nyx pretty much relegated to just sort of like being a moving ward, occasionally picking up bounties when he can.
That is one downside of this hero. Yes, he's been somewhat popular lately, but getting levels on this hero can be a struggle sometimes. In fact, he might just be dead here. With the rage, nope. Spike Carapace gets it off in time. The Impale as well. The boundary picked up by Pango, and Pango's going to get a turn kill on J4.
Oh, gets the silence and the disarm.
Yeah, got the turn. Palantimos, he'll just walk it off in the end, but that was a good man up there, and Nyx Assassin barely surviving. As top lane, Lowell, he's trying to juke around these mushrooms of sorts. Fungus.
He's a fun guy up there.
Lol.
That's funny. You keep saying lol, and I was like, are you being ironic right now? Or no, it's actually his name. Okay.
That's his name. Yeah, casted him a couple times. Yeah, they were in the Valentine Madness event. I was trying to remember if they actually did very well or not. I don't think they did too well, but there was another online tournament that they won it. There was another winter event. It was happening with the WePlay event. They defeated Alliance, I remember, in the grand finals of that one. So this team has potential. It'll be pretty good. Oh man, Fishman, what are you doing? Walking into a trap, brain sap. Okay, stays alive, make it, set up a turn kill on a Pikachu. That was the ultimate plan. However, the Sleight of Fist keeps Sunlight from getting made by the Echo Stomp, but Nyx Assassin cannot say the same. And Ember Spirit, it just doesn't matter. They give up a triple kill to Shadow Fiend. No go.
Not good. Pikachu is bodying this mid lane. And he picks up the Arcane Boots, so he is going to go for the Graves build. And that's pretty good against the, of course, the silences, the chains, and having mana, like free mana for your whole team against the Nyx Assassin is pretty nice too. And with a start like this, Pikachu is going to be able to just kind of walk down lanes, have his team group up around him very early, push down these towers.
Yeah. If he Splinter Blasts you, that's a kill. Yeah. Oh, he needed an auto attack. That was really close. J4 almost gets the free kill on Razor. Just not enough damage, though. But yeah, going back to the Guardian Gears build, again, this whole Gambit, Alpha 9, she's been the one really making this a thing. But that strategy usually revolves around the whole 5-man death ball group up and push. Lifestealer isn't necessarily a core that screams that. So I am kind of sitting here wondering if it's the best choice in the long run. Yules would have been really good this game, for example. But Grinding Greaves going to be the choice, going back to, at least with the Arcane Boots pickup, you figure. J4, meanwhile, he's just trying to run this whole time, but the Sleight of Fist cuts him down. And Pikachu trying to get the courier kill, meanwhile, but cannot finish it. So yeah, he is going headdress. It is a confirmed
Yep.
Guardian Greaves choice.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that Nemiga want no part of this Shadow Fiend right now. He's just way too strong.
Top lane.
Way too much damage.
Echo Stomp. He gets the Rolling Thunder off finally, but
9 HP.
Get out of there. Rolling Thunder away. He's
Where's
going
the
to live.
Astral?
Dyer's top tower
Is he?
under
The
attack.
swashbuckle. He's good.
Generation.
The Astral Spirit. Astral Spirit.
Go, 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 go. He
He
doesn't
sees
know where
him.
he is. Oh, he sees him. No, no, not going to be enough. He's good. He's going to run after him.
Plenty of time wasted, though,
Yeah.
for both players, to be honest. Pikachu has made the trek all the way to the top lane to try and cut him off.
Yeah, he is really up there. Jeez. All right, well, if anything, it's going to be a tier 1 tower kill. Oh, and however, Pikachu, but again, good luck killing him. He's going to pop a Requiem. He just turns on an Astro.
He's
Going to.
stuck.
Oh, okay,
Getting
maybe not.
drained.
And now he's drained. Yeah, he's dealing no right clicks now. He needs to land the races. Needs a third one. It's not going to be in time, though. ES running away. He's leading the dog on for a walk. And Shadow Fiend ends up committing too much. 370 gold going the way of Sunlight. And he wants more out of this. Lol.
Tower is under
On the other Titan trying to run. Swashbuckle forward, though, from Pango. But Elder Titan going to be too far away. So, well, good kill on Shadow Fiend. He, safe to say he was overextended there.
tower is under attack.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. It seems like a really early BKB might also have been beneficial in this particular game to deal with the, even the Rolling Thunder, in addition to all of Ember Spirit and Nyx Assassin's disable.
Dyer's
But you probably don't want to go
bottom tower is
Greaves
under
into
attack.
BKB. That doesn't seem like you do enough damage at that point. So
No.
I'm not sure what Pikachu's going to do next.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall like what Aphanite usually likes to do after the Guardian Greaves. I think he actually likes to go like a Yasha into a Manta. Kind of builds a bit of that right click. Get some damage in there. Pikachu. He's good. Bounty run controlled though by the Radiance. Okay, so yeah, that was Pavaga. We were able to get all 4, I believe. Fishman, he's gonna simply just TP away from Palantimos, and that'll be good. But we see Lifestealer going the hand of Midas at least. Again, the question was, are we still going to see the Radiance or not, considering he's going up against a Nyx Assassin? So I'll have to wait to confirm that. But early 4,000 net worth lead for Pavaga. I knew that Shadow Fiend especially was having a great time, but that's the first time I'm kind of looking at that top net worth, and geez, that's a bigger lead than I would have assumed.
Yeah, a lot of it's on the supports too. We've got a very poor Bane, and both the Elder Titan and Winter Wyvern are
Radiant's
having
bottom tower is under
relatively
attack.
decent games.
Pango does have the casual Javelin. We've seen, again, Pango can have some high impact.
Speaking of Pango, he's been gone on top.
Go, go. There you go. Cheshire Cat running him down, walking him down even. That'll happen with the boar. Promaror just to guarantee it. Take a look at the odds right there on your screen. Obviously heavily favoring Pavaga, especially now. And head over to 1xbet.com. Please bet on some wages if you like them. It is feeling very good for Pavaga, but Nemiga, there's hope. It's not like it's a complete lost cause. It's just this is a hefty laning
Radiant's bottom tower
laning
is under
phase
attack.
lead. That's what I was trying to say.
Grip.
Is it even
Just
going to be a
Curse?
kill, though? Curse comes out. Elder Titan, sure, he's doing no damage, but he doesn't care. Requiem going to be popped, and Bane, he's just dead. The Earth Splitter also connects on an ES, and ES
No, Ember
stands
Spirit
for
comes
Earth
in.
Splitter. There you go. Sunlight, yeah, he is going to come in with the Sleight of Fist and the chains. Pikachu, he's having to deal with this, not very easily, though. He eventually claps on him. He goes down. J4's dead, too. And the double kill for Pikachu was looking good, but with Ember Spirit flying in, they end up getting 3, so it ends up being a 3 for 3
Tower is under
with all the
attack.
trading.
Yeah, Nemiga just brought more people to that fight. All the while, Cheshire Cat farming the top lane, pushing it in, and this Lifestealer in the mid,
Dyer's top tower
Valentimos,
is under
does
attack.
queue up the Radiance. So that is the build he will be going for. Just the very standard Lifestealer affair.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there is the argument, though, is Radiant's really good. Because not only the Nyx Assassin, but you mentioned there's not like the the Chaos Knight or the Phantom Lancer, this melee core that's going to be up in your face, relying on hitting you and getting annoyed by the misses. So it seems like just one of those tunnel vision. This is what I go every game builds. But Cheshire Cat, by the way, as I'm talking here, he's gonna escape, isn't he? Wow, he's gonna get out with that Prime Aurora and the Elder Titan Echo Stomp, and they just turn for Nyx Assassin with a raise. That was impressive. We're not even done just yet, though. Rolling Thunder in. Pikachu wants to be careful not to overstep. However, Elder Titan already did. So he ends up going down. Pikachu caught by Panga. You see that damage, but with Guardian Greaves use, and he still has some wand charges if need be. The curse over to the right on Fishman. It's a dead man.
A dead fishy man.
Thinking the same thing.
There's a Veil of Discord on this Razor.
Oh yeah, no, this is the new meta. We see this all the time. I'm joking. I've never seen this before. Yeah, that's interesting. Their magic damage is okay. It's not great.
Yeah, why not get the Veil on the Ember? That's what I'm wondering. I mean,
oh, Cheshire's dead. That's 500 gold for Ember Spirit. Jeez. But yeah, no, the Ember Spirit more the natural builder for it, if anything. Yeah, that is a little odd seeing on the Razor. It's a nice survivability too, of course, the way you build it up.
Yeah, the armor is really good for him, how he wants to play. Oh, they found Palantimos.
Yeah, they're going to be able to do much about it. There's that Fiend's Grip, but he got Rage off. Veil this. Gets his lasso, though. I guess the
storm
Link.
Is physical.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really understand why the Veil.
It is just as Q.
I assume that his passive is magic. It doesn't actually say on the tooltip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably magic. But even still, this isn't a hero that screams heavy magic damage.
Right.
Yeah, and like a Yule, if you want to go kind of this route of a little bit more survivability, Yule's is really good on this hero. So mana regen too is nice, but the speed increase, a TP stopper for a hero that doesn't have one. That seems more like a traditional build that you would usually see. Either way, he went the Veil. See how it continues to work out. Pikachu, Yasha is going to be happening, so yeah, maybe similar to Aphonite that we see on him. Fishman.
He dead.
Dead Fishman. Oh, bottom lane. Sound like it's caught with the curse. J4 just trying to live. That's not going to happen, though. Sleight of Fist connects. This Ember Spirit, he's starting to get a little dangerous. He's got bots now to go with the drums. He's working on a Maelstrom.
Yeah, and it's cool to see the shift in how Ember Spirit's being built. It used to just be the Flame Guard and Chains that were maxed, and now with the buffs to Sleight of Fist, just doing that much extra damage. And we see everybody maxing Sleight first for that cooldown as well.
Okay, Razor does go back for the Yules. So he does have the Yules now, too. Pango with the Maelstrom.
I wonder if he's going to go Radiance later or something?
Ooh, that would be interesting, actually. Astral, he's hunting. Nyx Assassin. They do not have Vision. Oh, never mind. Prime Aurora got Spike Carapace off with a Rage. He doesn't care. Pikachu also assists. Requiem going to be canceled, though, and now they're going in. Lol, Elder Titan trying to run the lasso, or I keep saying lasso. The Link is up on a Pikachu, and the Earth Splitter will not protect him enough. They kill him despite those Guardian Greaves. ES on the run the other way. Palantimos with the Rage. He's going to sit on top of him, of course. Is he doing, I guess he wasn't linked up, so he's doing some decent damage. But the Fiend's Grip, however, the Echo Stomp stops it, and now Palantimos trying to get out. Does he have his Infest? He does, but he couldn't get close enough. He goes down. Just happens so quickly. And you also see Beastmaster picked off. Elder Titan just somehow gets out, but Nemiga, they take the net worth lead. They're looking stronger in these fights.
Yeah, I mean, they have a very good early game power spike here with, like you said, the Ember Spirit having a good early game. I mean, to be honest, this Veil is doing work. It's definitely helping them hit this time where they have enough damage to win these fights. Not having a BKB on Pikachu is really hurting Shadow Fiend's ability to do anything in these fights. So again, Requiem was canceled, and without that Requiem, the damage reduction in particular, there he goes, just kind of got shredded.
Yeah, I go back to the Guardian Greaves pickup. It's a theme. There's a reason why they do it. It's Gambit specifically. It's a very team fight oriented, and you have a Lifestealer that's not looking to team fight. He's basically been out of every single team fight so far, other than the one we just saw there. And even when he was just kited pretty heavily. The Fiend's grip, of course, that superior that ultimately did him in of going through. So Shadow Fiend, I guess he has a Yasha now. And there's that BKB queued up that you've been going back to. But Pavaga unable to really capitalize on the early lead that Shadow Fiend had. And Nemiga's making that comeback. Chosen One, locked down by the Primal Roar, but they're still chasing. Cheshire, you see the sleight of fist damage. So good, but Beastmaster is able to make it out. And he's going back to the Necronomicon after the early Vlads.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is they have the potential to be like a Death Ball push. They have the Beast. They have the Wyvern. They have the Shadow Fiend with Greaves. But if they just had, like, you know, the Dahak Visage, for example, then I think they would be feeling a lot better about being able to actually utilize a particular build.
Even the four of them, though, could have definitely done more. It feels like how they were pushing that top lane a little bit, but you also think of remember Shadow Fiend, he dove very aggressively near that tier 2 tower earlier on, and he died as a result of it. And that kind of stalled some things. At the time, it still looked okay. They were fine. It still have 4 or 5K net worth, but making plays like that rather than going for those more make sense plays of the teaming up and pushing lanes in together, you know, could add up over time. And now Nemiga, keep going back to, they've pulled over the net worth lead, albeit slight. It is something. This Razor, he's keeping up farm with the Shadow Fiend. In fact, he just passes him right there.
Yeah, this Veil, I've been watching him a little bit farming, and I mean the Veil just allows him to clear these creep waves that much faster. Gives him a little bit of extra mana pool, which is really nice. And he's pretty much just using his Plasma Field and Veil off of cooldown.
Okay. Gonna see a Dagon later on, maybe?
I hope not, but you know what? Why not?
Smoke play from the Radiant. Very deep smoke right there. There is a ward in the area. I think that they were seen doing this. Pretty sure they were. And
see if they get punished here. Nemiga's coming in.
Ember Spirit, he's sending in Remnants. He's checking it out. He gets a slight off. They catch Elder. Titan Astral just simply follows up with the opening of the Impale. And he just, oh, okay, they didn't overcommit, though. There's all 5 there, so it's probably for the better. Not worth going too crazy. You do see the Radiance finished on Lifestealer, so here's the timing now for Pavaga of okay, Lifestealer can feel more comfortable to fight now.
Yeah, it does need to be careful that he doesn't get Carapaced first, like before getting a Rage off in fights, because he can definitely be pressured. I don't know if Nemiga has enough burst damage to kill him, though, is the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It is not a crazy heavy burst team. It depends on maybe some procs from Pango.
Yep.
Lucky shot. Ah, the BKB finish on Razor, though. He's very, very mid-game, as is usually Hero usually does build for, but oh, Fiend's Grip, they catch Cheshire. Rolling Thunder also hits, bounces off. They need more damage. Okay, the Swashbuckle will clean it up. Elder Titan could not do enough to save his teammate. And should transition into a nice top tier 1 tower push, maybe. As bottom tier 2 is also being pressured. Ember Spirit's down there. He's cutting the creep wave even. As they take a look.
Continues to farm quite well. But yeah, this Razor, I mean, this is the highest net worth on his team. He's keeping up with the Shadow Fiend, which is something that usually does not happen.
You called the Lincolns as well. He's thinking about building the Lincolns. What was the reason for the Lincolns this game, you think?
Mostly the Roar. If you can stop either the Roar or the Winter's Curse, then they basically have no lockdown whatsoever for this Ember Spirit, which means that he has a completely free game.
Oh, And had it queued up. And the way he's farming right now, may not be too much later before he has it. He's still behind his Razor teammate, but he has caught up. Obviously, Ember Spirit again early on was a bit of a struggle. So that's the impressive part. Lifestealer continues to farm away on the Ancients. Does he go the Manta this game?
Radiant's bottom tower
The whole
has fallen.
Radiance Manta style that we've been seeing on these Lifestealers?
Probably just to get out of the chains. Dispel Enfeeble. Dispel Lucky Shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
there's
makes
several.
quite a bit of sense.
Beastmaster does have Necronomicon finished. Going to sit on the level 1 and go for Initiation next with the Blink Dagger. Something that the Radiant team is lacking a little bit of, and kind of goes back to, I know we don't see these like infest bombs necessarily used like they were in the older days of Lifestealer play, but having somebody that could be a target for you is nice when you want to go for that option.
Midas is finished up on the next assassin, so he's going to actually start to scale a little bit. Or staff queued up
Radiant's
next.
top tower is under attack.
They're going to try to sneak Roshan, or are they just checking it?
They're looking to fight first.
Yeah, they want to fight. Ooh, who's up there? That's Nyx Assassin.
Are
He's in the area. He is going to be exposed. Does he have Vendetta? He does not. He gets caught with the Primal Roar. And a couple of attacks later, he just shreds. To Palantinos there. Bane, nice job getting avoiding the Echo Stomp with a
Winter's
sleep on
Curse.
himself. They go back in, but the Winter's Curse locks him down. Cheshire Cat. He is hit by the Fiend's Grip, but he eventually gets out. That Winter's Curse was so clutch from
That
the
was.
Wyvern.
That was looking really bad for Pavaga.
It still could be bad.
looking really
Beastmaster and Winter Wyvern go down. The link is up on Pikachu. Palantino's going to hold his ground with a Rage of the Radiance Burn, but they kill the Shadow Fiend. And now Palantinos, he just has a TP. Oh, they have a stop. They have a Yules. Uh-oh. He does not have another Rage for 5 more seconds. The Sleight of Fist, triple kill for Ember Spirit. It just got worse and worse for Pavaga as the fight went on. As great of a curse that was, maybe they kind of just stuck around a little too long.
They just don't have enough damage to deal with this Razor right now, and once he links the Lifestealer, like, the fight is over. The Lifestealer can't do anything. The Razor just runs in with his BKB and Eye of the Storm on, and everybody has to just run away from him, but they can't because he's faster than all of them, and then you have the Ember Spirit holding people in place.
Level 20 Razor as well. We're 25 minutes into this game. That's crazy.
This guy has been farming super well on this hero, which is not something you usually hear talked about with Razor.
What's his level 20 talent?
10 armor.
Okay.
So he's just that much more tanky.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, that'll help. Beastmaster, he was saying continue to push out top lane, but I mean, this is a Beastmaster. We really haven't seen the impact of. This is why you pick up the hero for the inner beast and pushing objectives earlier on. I mean, they got 2 tower kills at 26 minutes in with a Guardian Grief, Shadow Fiend, a Beastmaster pick. That's just not where you want to be with this lineup.
Yeah. Definitely not. And I mean, the Shadow Fiend really just feels like it's doing nothing at this point after such a good start. Like, he was destroying the middle lane.
Yeah. No, he was 2,000 net worth over anyone in the game at a point in that early laning phase. Pikachu, speaking of him, struggles may continue. He goes for the turn kill on Ember Spirit. He pops a BKB for this, though, and he might not even get out still. Okay, he is. It was close. And are those odds right, man? That's, look at those odds now. You'd want to take advantage if that's, something tells me they're different live updated on the site, but you go to 1xbet.com, and if they're looking anything close to that, that's some good money to be made for Nemiga, especially in this game.
Going all in on Nemiga, that's for sure.
Yeah. 6,000 net worth lead, their biggest so far. I mean, Lifestealer, he is one of the strongest cores right now in the meta, and he's still farming all right. But I go back to the whole Radiance. This is not your usual, I'm going to build Radiance and be very scary game. In fact, it almost hurts him in some cases with the spiked carapace.
Yeah, in both cases, it feels like the cores of Pavaga and Palantinos and Pikachu have just kind of made the decision that they're going to go the builds that they regularly would build, maybe in a pub or in scrims, and not really are accounting for the fact that the matchup is different.
Yeah.
It's not just like a standard matchup for either of these heroes.
Yeah, that's the same thing I was saying earlier. It's that tunnel vision of we can just do the same thing that we usually do rather than adapting to the game when you kind of needed to. I mean, Manta Style and Shadow Fiend's coming, but
He's Rip. He's gonna get wrapped around on here. Grip is up.
there it's coming eventually. You figure they're pinging out. The Swashbuckle misses, but there's the grip. Rolling Thunder in, hits a stun. The Ear Splitter coming out though. The zone, and Pikachu even forcing a BKB out of this. Yes, he's draining the damage of Elder Titan, more so just plus damage for him. Winter's Curse. Bane was picked off in the back line, so he has in an awkward spot. Nice Requiem right there from a distance. They did lose life. Oh, Lifestealer was just completely separated though. Lifestealer's dead, and now Pikachu's in trouble. ES going to be locked down by the Primal Roar, but the damage follow-up so lacking. It's been the theme, unfortunately, for Pavaga. That's a kill on Shadow Fiend. He's out for a full minute at this point. And now it's Cheshire's turn to run. Knock it 2-4. J4 barely gets back to the base. He might still die.
He's just in the base. He doesn't care.
Oh, no, he
Ultra
doesn't.
kill.
Let's just make it an Ultra kill. Why not? No Rampage for him as well. There's nobody else to kill. Turn his attention back to the tower. This is just out of control now for Nemiga. 10,000 net worth lead, but how do they stop this train is...
Assault Curious complete on this Razor. As if he wasn't hard enough to kill already.
Wow.
Up to 48 armor.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, it's the Razor Pit, though. Starting with that Veil, it's a unique build. The magic damage amp was a little, it's like, okay. The survivability it does bring, though. It clearly has played its role.
Yeah, and just the farming ability. I mean, I don't necessarily think that the Veil is like the end-all be-all. I just think that the pick in general is so good against Lifestealer. It's pretty much just like the hardest counter you can have, a Lifestealer.
Yeah. And that was a third pick Razor, remember. So they had a chance to ban it. On the side of Pavaga, they second picked the Lifestealer. I don't know off the top of my head what they banned instead, but it's one of those, yeah, maybe they would have liked to ban the Razor. A little hindsight there. As there is the Manta finished on Lifestealer now. This continues to come out a little slower than hoped for, though, for Pavaga. That's the theme of their game. Lotus Orb on this Nyx Assassin. Talked about his Hand of Midas earlier. That's paying off.
Roche. Trying to, anyway.
Double damage helps. Look at Sunlight, though. He just kind of walks in. Checks it out. Oh, Palantimos. Woof. He's in trouble already. He popped a rage. He has to just run the sleep save on ES. Echo Stomp connects out. Going to go for the Requiem on top of the BKB pop from ES in response. And Lifestealer's just been kind of this whole time. He gets locked in the pit, though. Trying to finish off Roshan. He's dead now. The Rolling Thunder connected. And GG, the immediate disconnect. You know Pavaga is not feeling too good after that one, but credit to Nemiga. It was a rough start and everything, but man, they did some unique things. They made it work, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking that they had very little chance of winning this game, but they took advantage of perhaps some itemization mistakes by Pavaga and just played very, very well. That at the very end, their Fishman, beautiful save on the Razor, and then unsleeping him just in time for him to get the BKB off to dodge the Requiem damage. They're definitely on the same page, and Pavaga did not seem to be.
Good way to put it. Nemiga Gaming, up 1-0. Take a look at the stats at the end, too. And yeah, the Shadow Fiend is another one of those. Maybe he's comfortable playing it, but it felt off. You have to have a theme. You have to have an idea in mind as far as playing as a team around the Shadow Fiend right now if you're going to pick him up. And they didn't really have that, it seemed like. So maybe also not respecting their opponents enough. Again, the aggressive play that they had earlier on leads back to overstepping a bit. But see the win probability and everything just going downhill when you take a look at the graphs. But credit to Nemiga once again. Don't want to overlook what they did. All right. We are going to go to that break, though. This is the WePlay Tug of War Radiant Edition tournament right here. Single elimination. So right now, Pavaga, the tournament lives are on the line. Will they be able to force a Game 3, or will Nemiga close things out here? I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back to find out.